How long it take to get full steam up there?
A couple of hours.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah. Pan around before we go into the later one. There's a Corvette over there, so isn't it? There's young Nicholas. Who's this? Who's this? Hello.
How are you?
It's alright, isn't
We
it?
thought we opened at 10.
Yeah, I thought you opened at 10.
Lovely to see you.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, all right.
Objet darts.
There's nobody here now.
Aye, so.
You see stuff, you're up.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. A little sewing machine, isn't it?
Yeah. Could you handle the power?
The power, yeah. That's cool, that, isn't it? Yeah. nice, yeah. Tell me I love it, innit?
I mean, I went to park in the car park. That's not standard, that's how you think. Another 4 foot on it.
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
Don't stick your finger in it.
Oh, there is paper, I see.
I just checked the date on this one, 19 minutes. 5 on the garage and the sticker says.
Yeah. It's ready to be fed, I think. Yeah. Have to cock the trigger back, sorry.
We've loaded the
That's
real
it. And fire it from there.
coil.
Yeah.
He's fired it. And he's bringing it up back over there. Oh, because there must be, I mean...
Right, mate. Oh, let's play it.
They're in, oh, Dorset, Steve.
Oh, sorry, the steam.
Oh, yeah.
The bloke there
that's
made
good,
his
that.
own steam engine for his bike. From scratch. I mean, literally from scratch. Made everything.
That's like a sewing machine, isn't it? Look at it. Lovely. Yeah. Wish we had smell-o-vision. Get the smell of it. Yeah.
It's just yes, she gets a bit.
It's a big old thing, yeah. Cool.
I'm always a bit nervous because I got bitten by a horse there.
All right, yeah.
I got bit by a donkey exactly around the middle.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Look.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
That is, yeah. Silicon based.
Oh,
So the silicon makes their coat shine and also detangles all their mane and tail and feathers.
that's nice.
It's the same as if you boat.
16 years old, 18 to hands high. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her name? Rosie.
Rosie, this
Rosie,
is.
yeah.
This is a purebred Clydesdale.
Oh, sorry. That's all right, no worries.
Hi, Duncan.
One in the field, one the other in the field. When you pull it, across the field.
To you, to
Yeah.
you, to you, to me.
Yeah.
What's in this? What's
Big drum there, yeah. It's a long way down there, look. Yeah.
I don't think we
Ah, okay, right. I mean, I'm in heaven now, yeah. That's fantastic, isn't it?
know it has
Ah!
My apple. Yeah, there. Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, the white top. Yeah. Oh, that looks a bit horny. Look, what's this one? Oh, it's twin engine one, is it?
2 bike engines.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, look at that. That's a bit of a beast. Look at that.
Why not?
Yeah. Well, like a Bresci, is it? That one?
It's what's it?
It says Cobra on the front. Yeah. That's great, isn't it?
End of its day, it was.
Ferrari.
Keep them poop.
My friend's actually got me an F-150. It's pretty much one of them with 2 wheels. That colour, those.
That's cool. A wisp. Yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, look. Yeah.
That's their private, aren't they?
I'll show you, isn't it?
Really cool, like, you know, the village. It reminds me of something old, well old They start at 1. I'm standing next to them right now. It's literally you know, the engine's out of the proper drug
You have a nervous
Oh, look, sweet.
Griffin. Yeah.
Oh,
They
hello.
are lovely griffins.
We rescued her.
But she took in a Shih Tzu leg because she took a small.
So Emma wants it.
Yeah. So
Good.
cute. Thank you very much.
Fancy. It's an old school one as well, that is, isn't it? So cool.
Sorry, you sold him. Kind of a dog with a hair.
No, this young man, she looked lovely with a red nose.
Now, there's going to be a little break now, because one of the two things we've had to drop from the programme, notably the falconry, sadly, but we're not stopping together between 2 o'clock with the tractors, so whilst this arena will be empty, I've got the main speakers list because motorcycles. This arena now will be empty until 2 o'clock when we have the tractors in, but I should be making my way down to the other arena for the parade of steam traction engines, and your chance to join in and steer a steamer. And that will be going on right the way through from 1:30 to 2:30, and then back here in the main arena, we will have the tug of war at 3 o'clock for the children to join in. And once again to announce that SpongeBob and Patrick Star will be back in the show bar at 2:20. For those of you who missed the 1 o'clock film, if you like. Down in the bottom field, just right to the bottom of the showground there, displays the vintage tractor ploughing, steam ploughing, and of course we've got the armour personnel carrier rides. So if you want a thrill ride in a proper armour personnel carry, that.
Hello, Chris. Yeah, good. Thank you.
next week then comes around quickly. Charging round in the arena, although it may look like it's putting out a lot of pollution, far from it. That's pure steam. A very environmentally sound motor car. It's a replica of a locomobile built entirely by Martin Nutter, who lives down at Norman's Bay. And basically what you've got there is, if you like, there's no change from a carriage of buggy behind a horse, mounted on buggy springs, but with a steam engine to drive it. Certainly the transition between horse-drawn vehicle and self-propelled vehicle is there for all to see. And I'm sure when these vehicles were first on the road, people were rubbing their eyes in amazement to see that there's no horse in front. But I'm sure that in their own turn, they might have scared the horses. There's no steering wheel on this. The front dash could have gone through. But it's tiller steering, and it's a very comfortable car to drive. So I'm told, wire wheels, and entirely built from scratch as a replica of the locomobile car by Martin Nutter, as I say, of Norman's Bay. Now what we're going to do is have some of the engines in, as many as we can actually, a little parade, and I'll just give you a brief information about them without being too technical, and then there's a chance to steer a steam engine for charity, funds towards Vision Africa and the Sussex Steam Engine Club, which donates in terms of things like the Bilbridge Hospice, etc. And it's just a donation, minimum of £1. You queue up where I'm standing now, guy with the mic and the rather scruffy Sussex Steam Engine Club hat. Queue up here, and either Stephen or Jez will look after you. We're just going to have a little, get the engines in the rings first, and have a little chuff round, and we'll talk about the engines. In the meantime, I'm going to take my quote after 3 hours of solid commentating for this nice cup of tea. Difficult economic driving, and the organisers here, and indeed all the other shows, provide the toll for these. On the road here, on a low motor. Of course, what we're talking about maximum of 12 miles per gallon diesel. The low motor is, imagine how expensive that is. And he did buy them at the beginning of the season and wonder how many of these people could afford to bring these down, although they do get a toll allowance to actually bring them to the rallies. But undaunted, it seems expensive. And I know that next weekend at Tinkers Park, which is specifically, unlike the Cuckoo Fayre, Tinkers Park is mainly a steam traction engine rally, and has been so for the last 46 years. We're expecting 40 engines to turn up there. Anyway, we've already talked about Martin's steam car. Next in the ring coming round, in that lovely umber livery, pretty rare beast indeed in the world of steam engines. It's an Armstrong Whitworth steamroller, and it's owned by the Pages from Kidding Line. Now the Page family have been in agricultural steam and steam engines literally for generations. And George, who drives this engine, is from the latest generation of the Page family. His son's got another engine here today. It's good to see it really is, because this is a classic tradition of a family that's been working with steam. And they're the famous, they had the film done on the documentary in the 1960s called The Moon and the Sledgehammer, where it shows that they actually did a lot of these work from scratch, fireboxes and everything, in their yard over at Kidding Line. Anyway, Badger, which is the name of this Armstrong Whitworth going around now, with
Make my arms off it. Well, after the First World War, the name was synonymous with, among many things, heavy armament, and of course the big guns that they used to use on the dreadnought battleships, in fact all our naval fleet really. That's where they made their fortune really, armament in the First World War, but of course given the practice, what everything fell off when they converted it in a while to make steam engines. Well, it wasn't a great the market was already dominated by the likes of Aveling and Porter, following of Fowler, and other mates, of course, and the market wasn't exactly wide open to people buying new engines. Despite the fact there were young profit very well engineered, not many of them sold, and in fact most of them went on to be fired out. In fact, they never actually got sold, they bought their own hire fleet. Imagine, it's very nice Right, so I had this thing, but it's also an annual plastics company, I think, that's right. Greek coordinates, okay. Well, it's an Aveling and Porter machine. Aveling and Porter were built at Rochester. The most prolific builders of road rollers, although they had a couple of everything, showers engines, but they were best over their road rollers. In fact, it was Thomas Aveling who was the inventor of the road roller. Obviously, roads were rolled before that. They were rolled by either men actually pulling a roller or horses pulling a roller. But you see, basically they were just macadam roads, which were water-bound roads, just layers of stone, different grades of stone, and the top layer will be sprayed with water, and then you roll that in. And before tar macadam, this is just ordinary macadam road. Now, along came tar macadam, and the need to roll that, and so the need for steam was coming in then, of course. So you got the steam. The first steam boilers had vertical boilers, the great weight steams, and they were really designed to compact the sub base for the roads rather than the tarmac on top. And they were supplied to Liverpool Council around about the early 1800s. Now I'm not sure of the age of this particular Aveling, I must say. 1921, single cylinder Aveling. Okay, and behind that, now this one, I'm told, is this the one that's 100 years old today? Is this the one that's 100 years? This year. 1911. And I didn't start out as a showman, of course, they're like, now which is the family that owned it? Yeah. Famous showman family, particularly in this area. Yes, indeed. Very famous coaches dynasty, the features. Now, notice the features on the showman's engine. On the
Hello,
front
Nick,
here,
where are you?
This is the smoke box at the front. They have what's called a saddle.
Oh, right. Ratchet.
Mounted on that, a dynamo. And you know the belt change of the flywheel.
Yeah, Ratchet, I know, Ratchet at the steam arena. They're coming around on their parade thing now, in the steam arena. Okay, mate, alright.
What they were designed to do, of course,
oh, sorry, mate, sorry. I can't hear. Yeah, we're talking to the guy in the traffic pudding, won't be doing it until like mid-afternoon, late afternoon, because they've got to get the track ready or something. Yeah, so be a while, yeah, anyway, so. Okay.
They not only pulled the load.
Okay, mate, we'll see you in a minute, alright, or later on. Bye, mate, bye.
Very often that was
the big green tent up there, isn't it?
And a water cart. These three wagons, sometimes as many as 4 or 5 wagons behind it. And once they got there, they would be used sometimes with a big crane at the back to help the rest arrive. And then, of course, they wouldn't be finished because trying to pull the fairground would open, and that generator would be whirring the power, give the power to the right. But it's quite capable of powering the quarter to gallons or a lot of lights for the side stuff. So that's what this vehicle would have been used for. Now behind it, it's famous in its own time, but it's just become even more famous because it's completed the London to Brighton commercial vehicle run, which takes place on the first Sunday in May, and it was the 50th anniversary this year. This engine, and again, it's a moral engine, it's a road locomotive, it's actually a crane engine. The crane did not need 50 today, road locomotive form, and that is how it took part in the London Bright Run and won 3 engines in the original livery of JPG of Richmond, who were heavy haulage contractors who actually owned the engine. It's now currently owned by myself, proportional, and was one of their 3 of their engines, Bonus Fayre and the Great North being the other 2, that pulled a 100-ton transformer down the full length of the A23. I can't do it telling me today, 80 miles altogether now, 82 miles the round trip. Now I certainly have done a round trip of that length on a traction engine, but not with 3 together, with a solid wheels trailer, side trailer, well-decked side trailer, with a authentic transformer load. The only thing that was out of it was the oil, obviously. It didn't have the oil in its transformer, but everything else was up to date. They did improve the braking on the trailer for modern road conditions. The whole event was done under steam power and without any major hitches or anything else, very professionally, it might be said, by the Star family and friends of mine with the Sutton Steam Engine Club. They didn't take them round the country route, wide straight right down the A23 so that Mark could be over the state. They started off at 8:40 and made right before that. I know the contract, but it's not an easy belongs to a friend of mine. And I'm very pleased to see that Climate's turned up fine. Some of you can tell us about it. I'm going on, you can tell us about it. You've done anything about it, Colin. It's not yours, I know. Yours is in the garden. Okay, this is Rhoda, and it's, I don't know the year it is, and I'm thinking toothpaste, nor do I. It's another Aveling and Porter's. It's, I don't know the history of it. It's actually fitted, you can't say it's actually fitted with rubber tyres over the roll. Obviously it didn't have that original roller, and you can't really tell that it has got them, but it seems modern age. On the road, believe you me, that the fact that it's fitted with rubber tyres does actually help the ride. It's a very hard ride with metal wheels on the road. Fitted with very tracks and very coloured features. And owned by Mike Fuller, wasn't always kept up at Chatham, but I believe it's behind that, this is another Aveling and Porter machine. I think they didn't own the old rollers. This one is, well, it was an agricultural machine. It's a very big version of it. Really a road loader, I would call it, but a general purpose traction engine would be accurate engine. As to say, it would be used as it is here today for demonstrations of pressing or drawback work. Probably a too big a machine to be owned by an individual farmer unless it was a large estate. All the lines would have been owned by a farming contractor who would own engines that would be let out for various jobs, sawmills in the winter, woodworking, harvest time, threshing, and of course general road use. The most usual trade would be with a tractor trailer hauling quarries and stones and a repairs event. This is superb restoration. Just a small point about the engine. If you look on the top of the tippy there, you'll see it's like an upside down colour track. That's the car Now another reason which we have hopefully down for a little while is called Moby Dick. It's in the blue livery. Used to be owned by, it should be going round, obviously they are, with Emmett, Ian and Lucy McConaughey. That was their first engine. And to be truthful with you, I know the gentleman owns it now. You've got everything very long, haven't you? Doesn't see that, it's amazing. So you're looking after our fleet today. It's lovely to see it here today. You keep it up at Bob Watson's, aren't you? I think it's somewhere up that way. And the traffic on. There's had a lot of stuff to move on the gap there. But anyway, that's good. Insurance there needs big Bob Lady, the lady family from Scaly. Again, a steam dynasty, if you like, the lady family from this like they have in here. Lovely to see it here again. well over 100 years old now, Endurance, one of the oldest founders on the rally circuit, well looked after and loved. I'm at 16 now. Yes, I remember when I said it was coming up for 100. Oh dear. A general agricultural engine, ladies and gentlemen, Endurance. Again, what is it used to say? The pressure is very old to see it. Used on the core bench, used with a leather belt like on the showman's engine there, for driving a core bench. And you can see that in action over there with the Burgess mounted engine sprint. Actually, it's not driving the core bench over there. Engine, followed by very fine compound. We'll say 2 cylinders there. Look at the big cylinder block on top of this valve that's coming in from this end of the arena here. There's a high pressure cylinder and a low pressure cylinder. It's an efficient way. A lot of the things we hear the engine going chuff, 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 that's the exhaust, but a lot of the energy and steam power is actually going up the chimney. Now they're calling compounding, so the steam used in the high pressure cylinder instead of being compounded straight up the chimney would then be reused in the larger diameter and low pressure cylinder alongside. A more efficient use of steam. But quite common in the world of traction engines, not so much in the railway engines in this country, although it was widely used abroad. Fowlers were very successful in that particular design. And one of the oldest engines on the field, in fact one of the oldest auctions in the country is Ellen coming along here. Being, Emma Langley, another member of the famous Langley family, and Lucy the Chronicles, who along with her husband Ian owns this engine. And I remember them getting this one. It's the second oldest auction in the country, and again over 100 years old. I did a story about Beth, which is the oldest one that's been restored, and it's in extremely original condition. But they were very lucky to get this. They had at the time got Moby Dick and reluctantly sold that on last week. Today. No rubbers on the tyres, just the wheels as they would have been with their metal sprakes, as we call them, on the wheels, and metal front wheels. The holes in the wheels as they go round. When it was off the road working on fields, on the front, underneath the front box, you'll see a circular thing called a spud pad, and there were steel spuds, as we call them again, that were screwed through those holes onto the wheels to give it grip in soft conditions. What was in those days just the old farm track. In actual fact, you don't hold the steering wheel at all like you do a steering wheel in a car. Hold on to just with one hand. Although nowadays, particularly on the road, all these engines have a driver and a steered person. In the main, they were designed just to be driven and steered by one man. And it was a man in those days, although we've got lots of lady owners and drivers these days. And particularly with steamrollers, it was a one-man job. Where you've got the heavy road locomotives, such as the ex-William Hickey train engine, His Majesty, then you had the crew of a driver and fireman, because there was a lot more to do on those. Look at His Majesty in front there, the big one that's got the hawser on the front there. You're up on that footplate, you've got the canopy in front of you, the motion all going around that. It's just like, after sailing, it's like being in a high-powered car without the bonnet and windscreen. You see the engine and everything going round. Quite noisy up there if you've got a canopy on. The canopy tends to trap the noise. You can't hear the rest of the traffic. In fact, these days when we're on the road, you often have to wear ear defenders. You're not going to go through the barriers at the end of the field, I'm sure you won't. Just to show you how it's done, the young Mr. Langley is steering Endurance and looking as if he was born to it. In actual fact, he probably has been. He's probably been doing that for a long time. 116 years on, that's the big black engine that's just come into the arena. Endurance built by John Fowler of Leeds. Now you want to see some really big Fowler engines, go down to the bottom of the field, right down beyond the commentary point, where there is a demonstration of steam ploughing by John Fowler's Take the steam plough method, having a water between the two engines and drawing the plough backwards and forwards across the field. The ones we got up at Tinker's Park were the last two ploughing engines in service in the country, weighing 22 tonnes each. They can be seen on show at the Tinker's Park Steam Rally next weekend on the 4th and 5th of June. Don't forget at 2:20, ladies and gentlemen, in the main barn, you've got SpongeBob and Patrick Star will be appearing again in the main bar over by the fairground there at 2:20. Yeah, I was just saying, getting some background information on that. I didn't know Bob, I know when Edison de Macon, the forerunner of Edison's the famous steam rolling, but apparently it was ordered by Armstrong Whitworth, and it cancelled order, and then became a stock engine, so that means it went back into stock and went on to Edison de Macon. So then, those on the man agricultural way. Edison, of course, I think Bob was telling me they've had it in the county now for 46 years. And I've just been handed a leaflet here.
Engine dirt, look. Traction engine dirt. Walking around, they support 81 ashes on their back. They're 49mm stainless.
Loose things in it, but the guy said if you just, because he used to make the barrels himself, he used to work in the place where they imported the sherry. He just said if you soaked it all, it would yeah. Kept on the rings. Hi, Bud.
A little bit of a insight into tractor pulling. So if anyone down here wants pliers,
What's the differential brakes on it? Differential brakes on it.
On the commentary, and I'll give you some of these sheets. But that is probably going to be one of the best tractor pulls in Europe this year. There's a lot of big tractors there. That's what we're going to get with it. The safety super takes place at the same time as the run what you run drag strip. So there'll be dragsters there. Big drag. First one out, test puller. Test puller a little bit of an advantage because if they don't like the way their puller's gone, the test puller thing. So that's we said because it's a light, doesn't need the front wheels. Struggling a bit, come over onto this side. Can he keep it going? This isn't looking too clever. John Deere, and he's struggling a bit up top, but I think he'll get it out. Oh yeah, front wheels in the air, still going strong. Oh, he's fighting it, but he's got the red flag, so that's massive. Stable in the class rules.
That showed me it's a bit big, isn't it?
Good strong ball. Here we go. Starting to find some loose on the right hand side. That's going to be the test. See that wheel on the right hand side? The wheel broke free. No problem. Flag, here we go. First tractor in the pull-on. Select the gear. Get it solid. How far is it going to go? And that's how quickly it gets. Front wheels are up. Can you hang on? Go on, Luke. Here we go. Go. So, not quite enough. Now, and that's killing. It's going to be close.
It's a different sled there, Chris. It's a different sled to the other one. Big sub, though. All right, bud.
Open the gearing, we're not straight up the rails, so maybe that's what we'll come down. And we're going to line up the ground. Right, Neil Davis on the looseness shaft. Next one up. This is, I can never remember, it's a radial, 9-cylinder radial. Originally out of an RAF Pembroke. It's about 1949, something like that aircraft, one of the first passenger aircraft. And I never remember what I think it's certainly something like 14-litre 9-cylinder radial tractor, slightly different. And this is what he can use as a trial. Hopefully now we've got everything in green. That was very nice. Right until he either jumped out of gear or something's happened with the transmission. So it came out of gear. And you broke it again. Needs adjusting, in other words it's broken. What's the engine, Neil? I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, I'll come back to it.
Obviously on a diesel, remember?
Yeah, Leonidas, yeah. I could have told him that.
Right, we were talking about, what was I talking about? Straight now, the unfortunate thing we got this afternoon was we will only be able to run the B class. Unfortunately, we have a little bit of a noise curve here. It wasn't linked to it.
Can't run the A class.
No, was it?
And the big A class tractors we can't run this afternoon. But we're going to run this B class through.
Can't let yourself think the A class.
Yeah.
Right, next one up. I say these are B-class mini pillars. We have A-class ones there. You might have seen some of them in the pit. They've got the big high helix ready here. It could be a prize for I think. B8, carburettors. Been out for a season, come back again the end of last season and now this season. So he'll be looking to go, I think on this building about 55 metres at the moment. That's how you should do it. Watch the fence roll.
That was good.
Right, right. And built the tractor, I think, probably 6 years ago now. We'll have a quick word with him while we get the sledge back. Right, I've just taken a bit away for a season, you come back in, and it is Chrysler 440, running on Predator cars. Yeah, from I know, Holly. He's got there and his lad promised him when he gets his other tractor out, he's going to put things down, so we'll see. So unless anybody else can get out the end, I think they're forming an ordinary queue down here. Right, we're only